After a couple of days of rest and recuperation, the Sens back on the ice Wednesday, gearing up for their tilt with Washington on Thursday night here from Canadian Tire Centre. And at practice this morning, a lot of work at 5-on-5, zone entries at 5-on-5, and also defensive zone coverage at even strength as well. Also a good look at the power play this morning and special teams overall.
You know, we haven't had a lot of practice time, so there's, today was a little bit longer practice than normal, but we wanted to get some power play in. I think we can shoot the puck a little bit more, but there's no secret sauce to just being good on the power play. And, we got off to a good start. We've been a little dry lately, and we continue to work on it.
Travis Green also provided some injury updates following practice today. First, Nick Jensen, who was not on the ice this morning, is questionable to face off against his former team in the Washington Capitals tomorrow night. Noah Gregor with a light skate individually today, not skating with the big group as of yet, but inching closer to a return as well. Linus Ullmark, a full participant at practice today once again, and a potential for this homestand the next couple of games against the Washington Capitals and the Minnesota Wild on Saturday night. Jacob Bernard-Docker inching his way closer to skating about a week away or so, according to head coach Travis Green, and Nick Cousins, who sustained an injury against the Toronto Maple Leafs on Saturday night. A longer timeline for him, 6 to 8 weeks with a knee injury for Nick Cousins. Overall, though, the team in a good spot. Third place in the Atlantic Division, going into a tough tilt tomorrow night against the Washington Capitals. Green spoke about coaching this group that's in this position for the first time in many of their careers.
As far as a challenge, I'm not, I hope it's not too big of a challenge. We've talked really from day one about being a day-to-day team, a process-driven, however you want to call it. When things weren't going well for our group, we still talked about the same things. The only thing that matters is learning from the past, dealing with today and working at today and getting ready to play tomorrow, and that really doesn't change whether you're winning or losing.
It's a new experience. It's new, it's fun. Just learning along the fly. I think you get carried away with scoreboard watching, but I think that's what makes it fun. First time, first experience. So I know for me, but I think for our whole group, it's just about not riding the highs and lows, and just trying to be as steady and cool, calm, and collected as possible.
One area that has been part of that team's success has been defensive responsibility, an area that Travis Green touched upon with the Sanderson and Zub pairing specifically this morning, and Brady Tkachuk speaking about the importance of playing a defensive structure both individually and as a team.
Starts with, I think, a commitment, a care about defending. Obviously, hockey sense is a big part of it, and then being good hockey players. If you're committed and you have good hockey sense and you really care about it, and you're good, you can do, you're going to get a good pair, and I think we got that with those two guys.
No, every coach has like a similar way of D-zone defensive side of things, but I think where they differentiate is just how they say it, and almost what's kind of clicked for me is almost like marks on the ice, where as a winger I need to be and staying on the inside, and I can always just correlate with a dot and always trying to be inside the dot defensively, and if you're there, whether strong side, weak side, then there's not going to be then you're in a good position to play defense.
Another important area is the depth that this team has possessed as of late, especially with the injuries they have faced as of late. One example of that is Matthew Highmore elevating his game based on the needs of the team as the season goes along.
I'm just here to help. All I want to do is contribute to helping the group, and whenever my name's called out there, I'm going to give 110% and be responsible defensively. So, it's been a lot of fun out here. Obviously, my game from the American League's a little bit different. Here I maybe keep it a little more simple. Obviously, still have to make plays when they're there, but just trying to work as hard as possible and be the best team guy I can be.
With all that said, and the recent success the Sens have had in finding different ways to win hockey games, it's another tough test tomorrow night right here at Canadian Tire Centre against the Capitals. A very good team coming into town. The Sens looking for a positive result against the Caps.
They're deep, they're big, they're winning. It's a really good test. Probably going to say a lot of the same things I said 12 or 13 days ago.
As mentioned, it's a game day tomorrow. The Sens and the Caps going at it from Canadian Tire Centre. For Sens 360, I'm Jackson Starr.